Hi, this is another video from this series. Schizophrenia is not a disease, and today it's going to be about highly sensitive people, so-called schizophrenics, who really pick up energies from their surroundings, and that causes a lot of problems. Yeah, because, wait, I'm going to close that window. So it's not that these people are problematic, but often the surroundings, the others, are problematic, or in a way they have thoughts and feelings that we do not, perceive as something positive. And either way, we just pick these feelings up. I want to say an example about Daniel Johnston is a singer, songwriter, Daniel Johnston, if you want to find this at the internet. And he is very famous for this quote, "I had a nervous breakdown and I was diagnosed schizophrenia." Okay, yeah. So why does this happen? He was actually a totally funny guy, full of energy, full of all those gifts, and full of empathy and sensitivity and all those beautiful things that are not sick at all. But what happened is that he was living with his parents and his mother. His mother was some sort of religious nerd, She had indeed big trouble going on inside her mind because he was feeding him stuff like, yeah, he was painting, he loved to paint. And she was feeding him crap like, "Oh, you're painting such satanic things and eyeballs that are walking and monsters and whatnot. You cannot do this. What would the neighbors say? And what would Jesus say?" And she was feeding this poor guy with all this this crap, religions, they're no good at all. So she was feeding him this, and he became so scared of this, of actually his mother, and he adopted her fears, her totally stupid mindset, and in doing this, her personality actually, and her spirit, and her all these things, as he was empathetic, he incorporated this into his own system. Now what happened? This guy who was very fine, who was feeling very fine and very healthy, started to feel really sick. And he started to feel evil. He started to feel evil and sick, on his way to hell. Yeah, hello? Hell. Okay, he started to get all this trouble because of his mother, and just because he picked up her stupid energies. So he was diagnosed schizophrenia, because what was he doing? He was running around screaming, "Satan is coming, it's all there. We have to be, because he felt that there's something going on, that's it. And if he wouldn't be surrounded by idiots, he would have been living with his beautiful gift, so-called schizophrenia, because it's a gift. We all know this by now. He would be living with this beautiful gift and feeling really fine. Making music, painting eyeballs with legs, painting spiders with I don't know what, and painting and feeling and being just very creative, basically. And he would never have a problem. But since so-called schizophrenics are very empathetic. They're like a sponge, you know. They soak up all this stuff going on around them, and if they cannot handle it, which often happens, they cannot handle it, and plus that's a mix, you know. It's not just that they cannot handle it. Since they feel that something's really shitty around them, that's perfectly okay. But what happened? His parents put him in a mental asylum, this creepy institution where they make everyone go totally berserk, and, well, it's actually like a slaughterhouse for the soul. You know, psychiatry is slaughtery to the soul because no one understands you there. No one really understands you there. So they started feeding him pills and telling him, you're sick, you're schizophrenic, and yeah, basically this will be going on for your whole life, and blah, 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 and all that shit. So that's what happened to Mr. Daniel Johnston, and it was really a shame, and it was not his fault. Yeah. So this is how you can end up really, really bad. If you have parents who put you in a mental asylum, and they, you know, or anyone who does that. So, what you can do, if you pick up these energies, and you most likely will be picking up energies from your surroundings, don't panic. You're not sick. It's not some evil invaders from space. No, it's basically people around you who are full of shit. And yeah, you might not identify those people. And I wouldn't recommend to just go and tell them maybe, why are you doing this? Because it's not their fault, you know. It's their own problem, actually. But you're picking it up. You're picking up their energies, and then you make their problem your problem. Okay? So this is what's happening. It's very simple. So if you just identify that this is not you and your stuff, that it's their problem, and that they have this thoughts and feelings, you can either avoid contact with these people. I mean, I hope this example, by the way, was enough. I have many examples like that, you know, many people who are so-called schizophrenics, and it's just because they live with their parents, for example, and those parents are really problematic themselves, you know. Nevertheless, I think this example stands up for all those people. So what you can do is leave your surroundings, whoever it is that you're picking up those energies from. You have to leave. Or if you cannot leave, let's say you're in some situation, I don't know, you're living in a caravan with 5 other people, and you're on the street, you don't have money, you have whatnot problems, you cannot leave at the moment, or you're maybe 14 and you just have to live with your parents, or I don't know, or some other people. Yeah, you just cannot leave the situation. Well, then you identify it and create a shield for your highly sensitive, super gifted, so-called schizophrenic mindset, okay? First of all, you're not sick. You're absolutely not sick. No way. This is just a lie, okay? So don't get drawn into that feeling that you be called sick because of your sponge-like mind who just cannot handle this. So this is it. You are capable of finding a solution to this kind of feelings. You're strong. You say, aha, that's it. I was just picking up these energies. Okay, I'm not sick. You just throw these energies out. You send them back to those people who they belong to, and just do not care about it. That sounds very easy, and it actually is very easy, because that's the way. If you get drawn into the lie of sick, schizophrenia, oh my God, this is where really the problem starts. This is where it all starts and goes down the sink. I've known a guy who was having another example, short. Okay, I know a guy who was very sensitive too, and he had a very aggressive father. This father figure was one of those crappy old school macho, horrible man. I know two guys like this, actually. Yeah. And like as this personality of their daddies started to invade their own personality, because people are expansive and their thoughts, they want to put them on you, and you pick them up, and wow, and then it goes. So this guy started to be very aggressive himself, and because he didn't like that, surely, because he wasn't like this. But he picked up this personality from his father, and all the negative energies and all the aggressions and all the trashy thoughts, actually, that went towards his own person. Like, he started really disliking himself. And yeah, both of these guys had their diagnosis and so on, except for the one of them ended up taking pills. Now it's 15 years I met him. After 15 years, he's a total zombie, but still he knows that this is a comedy, He's aware of that. But he's like, yeah, I'm living with my parents. Okay, I'll be taking pills and all of that. But he knows that it's wrong. But he's a bit lazy, Not that laziness is bad. No, laziness is perfectly fine until it doesn't get you into big trouble, such as this. The other guy stopped taking his so-called medication and moved away from his parents and now lives a nice life the way he is, because he got rid of these energies. So that's what I wanted to say. We're very sensitive. Don't be scared of that. It's not sick. We just feel sick sometimes when we adopt energies from the outside people. It doesn't mean that I want to blame those people. Those people are full of their own crap and they have their own problems. Sure. Yeah. But why should this bother you and make you feel like a zombie? Okay? So I hope you enjoyed this and understood what I wanted to say. And sorry for the camera going like, but yeah. Okay. Bye. Huh?